What's going on?
It's over between us.
It's over between us?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
I felt suffocated.
You felt suffocated by me?
Lizzie McGuire is making one of the most anticipated comebacks, and fans are interested to see what surprises lie ahead. However, Ashton Kutcher and his marriage to Mila Kunis are the subject of a lot of discussion, with some admirers even arguing that he ought to think about getting a divorce. Why? Ashton's friendship with Diddy, which has been in the news since November 2023, is the reason for his sudden notoriety. Diddy was arrested on September 16th when the FBI investigated his house in several lawsuits. He has been repeatedly refused bail, including during a recent news appearance. Renowned Texas attorney Tony Buzbee is now defending 120 people who have accused Diddy of crimes that date back more than 20 years. According to reports, Busbee's office has received over 3,000 more claims connected to the Hollywood magnate, suggesting that a far bigger tale is developing. He intends to start bringing cases in several jurisdictions within the next 30 days. These victims are all of varying ages and live in 25 different states. It's awful, but Ashton and Diddy are longtime friends, having first connected on MTV in the early 2000s. Ashton Kutcher and Diddy have an interesting past that begins when Ashton first started going to Diddy's renowned parties. One noteworthy instance occurred in 2009 when Ashton went to one of Diddy's well-known white parties with his then-wife, Demi Moore. Ashton soon discovered that he was becoming close to Diddy on those occasions, which were more than simply social gatherings. They were a celebrity melting pot. When he thinks back on those times, Ashton recalls how quickly they became friends and often spent time together playing football. In an interview on The Late Late Show in 2018, Ashton said, "We clicked instantly." He laughed as he jokingly called Diddy the best guy to hang out with, if you're single, highlighting the fun they had 20 years ago. When Ashton appeared on Hot Ones in 2019, she opened up even more as she sat next to Diddy and spoke about their crazy days together. He was reticent to share particular anecdotes, however, joking that "I've got a lot I can't tell." Before Diddy became embroiled in serious legal issues, their relationship was characterized by pleasant times and shared experiences, as shown by their playful banter. Now that Diddy could go to prison, Ashton's viewpoint seems to have drastically changed. A new Daily Mail insider source claims that Ashton is struggling with emotions of betrayal because he feels Diddy has tricked and exploited him. Ashton worries about what Diddy could do to defend himself while in legal trouble, which has turned the once carefree relationship into a cause of worry. There is increasing concern that Diddy would turn on Ashton or perhaps divulge details about their connection to protect himself. For Ashton, the idea of a once close relationship breaking down under duress is a terrible thing to take. Ashton's difficult past, especially his marriage to Demi Moore, further complicates his existence. In her 2019 biography, Demi addressed the accusations of Ashton's infidelity that had been circulating since their breakup, stating that Ashton had cheated on her at least twice throughout their marriage. Given Ashton's present connection with Mila Kunis, the ramifications of these discoveries are significant. Many are saying that Mila may need to reassess her circumstances in light of the most recent turmoil involving Diddy. Their family life is set against an uneasy background due to Diddy's legal troubles and the demands of Ashton's history. Even if a lot of fans and followers are watching this drama play out, there are still concerns regarding Ashton's history and the severity of his problems. Given Diddy's problems, the public's opinion of him has surely changed, and there is increasing worry for Mila and their family. As things go, significant issues like friendship, loyalty, and the possible consequences of previous choices are brought up. Will Mila Kunis support Ashton, or will she decide to keep her distance from the issues caused by his previous affiliations? What happens next in this complex web of ties and controversies will only become clear with time. The consequences might have far-reaching effects on all parties, and the stakes are high. A 21-year-old and a 22-year-old met at a bowling alley over the latter's 6th wedding anniversary weekend. The second cheating incident allegedly occurred at Danny Messon's bachelor party on Ashton's That 70s Show. When Ashton Kutcher decided to attend a party in San Diego instead of a crucial anniversary, he found himself in a difficult position. He picked up a young, blonde lady at this event, claiming to be separated, according to press reports shortly after. According to reports, the two slept together overnight, which unavoidably caused a flurry of controversy. Ashton's ex-wife Demi Moore revealed the less pleasant aspects of their marriage in her biography, portraying Ashton as conceited and inconsiderate. She said that he even urged her to violate her sobriety and put pressure on her to invite other people into their relationship. His lack of regret after being caught cheating on her in public just served to exacerbate this tendency. To be honest, Demi and Ashton's divorce was probably best for everyone. She deserves to be treated better than she was throughout their marriage. One of the ladies Ashton dated during this turbulent period recently came out to apologize for the whole incident. She acknowledged that it was a horrible scenario for all parties involved and stated, "I'm sorry about what happened, and I'm sorry to Demi." Although she acknowledged that her actions weren't ethical, she made it plain that she never meant to ruin a marriage or sell her narrative. Particularly when she added, "Once a cheater, always a cheater." Her words weighted reality. Many people would probably agree with her viewpoint, and this feeling strikes a deep chord. In 2012, there were allegations that Ashton was seeing Rihanna, which added even more drama to the situation. Photographs showing Rihanna's SUV arriving at Ashton's home around midnight and departing early the next morning stoked this conjecture. Such actions draw criticism and cast doubt on Ashton's allegiance. It's important to note that, even though he and Demi had been split up for a while, he began seeing Mila Kunis before formally requesting a divorce in December 2012. Ashton and Mila were seen kissing and holding hands while playing on the streets of New York in September of that year. It's unsettling to consider what may have transpired during those months of overlap, even if they may have said that they were apart. A concerning conclusion is drawn from Ashton's recurring behavioral patterns. He may not be a reliable partner. His behavior points to a propensity to move quickly between romantic relationships without properly resolving the consequences of his prior commitments. This brings up a crucial query: how can someone who has shown such inconsistency make someone feel safe in a relationship? It seems that the excitement of making new friends and the appeal of going out to parties might outweigh the responsibilities that come with being in a committed relationship. The argument that Ashton may not have completely understood the ramifications of his conduct is supported by the appearance of old interviews and films that highlight his carefree approach toward relationships. Although his easygoing manner often strikes me as endearing, it may also be seen as an indication of immaturity or a lack of depth about the emotional consequences associated with love relationships. A clear image of someone who could have taken advantage of the benefits of celebrity and relationships without taking into account the emotional toll on his partners is painted by Demi's disclosures of Ashton's insensitivity throughout their marriage. His actions bring up more general issues about responsibility and the nature of celebrity connections. Do public persons have different expectations? Does their status make them feel invulnerable? Both reviewers and fans are plagued by these questions. Ashton's story of love, adultery, and divorce serves as a warning of the difficulties of contemporary relationships. It makes one think about how crucial respect, trust, and communication are to any connection. Demi has become stronger as a result of the experience, and she deserves a spouse who appreciates and cherishes her. In the meantime, Ashton's recurrent behavior just serves to reinforce his image as a fidelity-challenged individual, raising questions about his potential in future partnerships. This cycle of conduct implies that history may very well repeat itself in the absence of true introspection and progress. In the end, Demi's tale is one of perseverance and emphasizes the significance of self-worth. If Ashton wants to demonstrate that he can overcome the pattern of adultery and self-interest that has characterized so much of his history, he may have a long road ahead of him. Though on different roads, there is always hope that each might achieve the happiness they deserve. Ashton's return doesn't help his image. In 2002, during Rosie O'Donnell's interview with Ashton and Mila Kunis, he disclosed that on the set of the '70s show, Danny Masterson had wagered him $10 to have a French youngster kiss Ma. Given that Ashton Kutcher was 5 years older than Mila Kunis at the time, fans liked the amusing bond that developed on the set of that '70s show. A humorous anecdote about Ashton and Danny Masterson wagering on her first kiss was recently recounted by Mila. She remembered, "I had never kissed a guy before. Her anxiety from that time still palpable." She laughed and said, "Ashton was gorgeous, and I was really afraid for my life." In keeping with his gentlemanly demeanor, Ashton comforted her. Don't worry about it, however. When Danny intervened and offered Ashton $10 to give Mila a French kiss on camera, the situation took a humorous turn. "I didn't let him do it, but I think he tried." Mila laughed, adding a playful twist to the story. The sequence, which was meant to show them as a passionate pair, made Ashton recall feeling a little apprehensive. "They told us, 'You guys are going to be making out in this scene,' and I thought, wait, isn't this slightly illegal?" laughed he. You can imagine how he felt, because on the program they were supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. To add to the entertainment value of the situation, Danny even bet Ashton $20 that he wouldn't kiss him. We get a peek at their early years together via this light-hearted chat, which displays the endearing clumsiness and sincere love that ultimately developed into a strong relationship. Mila remembers those early days with nostalgia, enjoying how they handled that uncomfortable circumstance with humor and love. It's just one of those timeless tales that serves as a reminder of how unique their relationship is. Problem with his ex-girlfriend Ashley Ellerin Ashton and Ashley, a fashion student, Ashton confirmed over the phone at 8:24 p.m. that they would be attending a Grammys after-party on February 21, 2021. At 10:45 p.m., he finally made it to her house, later than he had promised. However, there was no answer when he knocked on her door. He knocked once again, but nothing came. At that point, I pretty much assumed she had left for the night, and I was late, which probably upset her, Ashton said in a subsequent court testimony. He believed he noticed a red wine stain on the carpet as he looked through the window at that point. Then he remembered, I didn't think much of it, and then he just walked away. Jennifer DeSisto, Ashley's roommate, found her corpse the next morning. To be honest, it's a little startling that Ashton just accepted the circumstances without attempting to contact her or take a closer look at the place. He could have saved her life, after all. If he had been there for Mila and their children in an emergency, who knows what may have happened. Although the couple has been seen together in public, there have been rumors of a divorce throughout the previous week, making it difficult to determine the reality. We'll just have to wait and see what Mila does after the Diddy case is resolved, I suppose. That concludes our film on the subject of Mila's potential divorce from Ashton Kutcher. What are your thoughts? Must she abandon him? Tell us in the comments section below. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel as well. Until then, see you. I am your host, Emily.